This is a video for Lori and anybody else interested in container gardening. That's my dog Jax. He's a cutie patootie, but he's a pain in the butt. But anyway, so I wanted to start here. This is my porch to my front door. And I just wanted to show, these are cilantro, little cilantro plants. And I basically just took regular old nursery pots and nailed them into the wood right there. These are strawberry baskets, and I have lettuce and I don't know, something else in there. I forget what I planted in there. This is a bleach container, but nothing seems to be growing in there, and I've planted it 2 times. And I thought at first it was the slugs, but now I'm starting to think that there's some kind of chemical, like the bleach, that's killing everything that comes up in there. And there might be. There's a little something right there, but I don't know how long it's gonna last. I've planted this with seeds probably 3 times now, and everything has eventually died. So don't use bleach containers. This is a milk container, and of course a soda container, 2-liter soda container. And anyway, so this was just an experiment that I set up temporarily. And there's some of my house plants, perennials, trees, shrubs here. Jax died. Jax, are you dead? Alright, good boy. That's Hunter. That's Diesel. That's Diesel. Those are my 3 boys, and they're a pain in the butt, for sure. So if we go around to the back here, I have some other experiments that I have going on. These are old laundry baskets. The handles broke on them, and I just lined them with plastic. This is actually a dog what do you call that thing that the dog food comes in, the dog bags. And I'm just now remembering that I totally forgot to poke holes in there to let the water out, so I got to do that today. But these guys have really been good for growing small root vegetables. Like these 3 right here, I got about 15 pounds of carrots, something like that, maybe 25 pounds. Anyway, I got a lot of carrots out of these, and there's parsnips and turnips and kale and radishes and stuff in here planted now. And I forget what this stuff is right here that I planted. Eventually I'll figure it out, right? So these guys work really good. If you line them with plastic, make sure you poke holes in there for drainage. And I got to do that for that one right there today, because I totally forgot about it. And then this is my swimming pool / tower planter. And it's a mess right now. The cabbage worms came in and ate all my cabbage out of there, and so I got to replant this. But you can see right here I got cilantro, and I got strawberries that are still producing. It's August and they're still producing. So this is actually, these are doing really well now that I look at them. They were really tiny when I put them in, maybe an inch large, and now they're pretty big. This is rosemary. It's doing really good. I'm actually surprised. And then I got, tomato plants, which have gone nutsoid over here. And I got radishes in here. Yeah, that's a radish. I also planted some other stuff in here, but the bugs, I guess, have eaten it because I don't see any more. But there's more strawberries here. And next year I'm going to do a better job at planting. Look, I got some strawberries back there. And I like the towers for the strawberries because the bugs and the birds tend to monopolize my fruit a little less. I might actually eat these. They look pretty good. Delicious. So you can see my tomatoes. Oh, my tomatoes have gone crazy in these things. Probably next year I will not put tomatoes in here just because they get crazy and they go everywhere and it's hard to control them. And here's my squash. I got that planted really late in the year, so I don't even know if I'm going to get any squash off of it, but I'm hoping. And this is lamb's ear, or lamb's quarter. Lamb's quarter. And there's a big one right there. I actually grow that for food because it's edible and it tastes like a mild spinach. It's really good. If you eat the young leaves, it's not really that tough, but you can steam the leaves, and the part I like is the seed pods because it's really tender and tasty. And that's purslane right there. That's also edible, and you can also grow it. It's got a real mild flavor that has like a lemony aftertaste to it, which I really like. And it's good in salads, and chickens love it. And then I got beans right here coming up. The beans were planted just a couple days ago, so they're growing really fast. And then this is probably what I'm going to do next year for my tomatoes, is just stick them up a pole like this, or put some kind of cage up there. This is Cherokee purple tomatoes, and I have peppers planted in here too, but they didn't do so great. My peppers this year just look like hell. So this down here is rocket arugula, and there's tons of that. I love arugula. It tastes so good. It's got like a peppery flavor, so that's one of my favorite leafy green vegetables to eat, and I just come out and pull off a leaf and chow down. This was my kale bed until the dogs dug it up. So this is why I don't get a lot of harvests off of my planters, because the stupid dogs get in there and dig it all up. Isn't that nice of them? So I'm going to have to fix this today and plant something else in there. But I had rocket arugula in here, and kale, and I forget what else I put in here. Anywho, this is my third, or my bed that we're working on right now. Basically what we do is we put half of the swimming pool, well, let me start from the beginning. We drill holes all around the exterior, kind of on the high end, and I'll show you. There's a hole right there. You can see it's kind of up onto the side, and we also put some like lower, and I don't know if I can find any. There. You see that hole right there? So some are low, some are high to allow for better drainage, and we go all the way around the exterior, put about, I don't know, two holes for every 3-4 inches. So anyway, what we do with this is we put half of it in organic matter. We throw in earthworms. We let the earthworms, you know, do their thing, consume all the green matter or the organic matter, and they till it up and they poop all over the place, and it makes great rich organic soil, and that's how we build our beds. It takes time, I'll tell you, it's slow. If you want to do it quickly, you can just go purchase compost, organic compost from a local store, local vendor. But we like to do it this way. It's more natural. It also gets rid of like all, I mean, look at this place. We got tons of organic matter here. There's no shortage. So it helps to get rid of all that, and the worms will actually go crazy in there and have like millions of little babies, and then we take once a year, or whenever we change out the beds, we sift out all the worms and give it to our chickens so they get extra protein, and then the chickens produce lots of organic matter for our beds. So it's like a cycle, and it's a natural cycle, and that's how we like to do it here. But you can do this if you don't have large containers Or if you don't have swimming pools like this, I mean, you could always do little containers like this on a shelf setup. This is actually good for sprouting seeds. If you just want to consume sprouts, you can just, you know, put like flats along here with soil, about 1 or 2 inches of soil in it, throw seeds on top of it, keep it watered, and you can get a ton of production off of just one shelf like this. But if you have something like this, you can get these large nursery pots at any landscaping place. They'll sometimes sell it to you for $1 or $2 each, which is a bargain. If you get them from a retail store, they're going to charge you probably $10, $20 for something this large. So make sure you ask your landscapers if they have big containers like this, and a lot of times they do. And if they don't want to give it to you, some of them will just give them to you for free just to get rid of them, and some of them will actually charge you. But we had potatoes growing in here, and I've harvested a lot of it. You can see down there, a lot of it. We still need to go through the rest of that soil that's in there and find the rest of the potatoes. But next year I really want to do sunchokes in here, see how they do. And ooh, look at the butterfly. Let me zoom in the butterfly right there. Oh, it's a pretty little butterfly. Anyway, so this is one of the where our figs are growing. See our fig right there? My husband actually brought home a cutting from someone's yard probably 5-6 years ago, and we started this tree from that cutting, and we've started 6 other trees from cuttings from this tree, and it's really produced really well for us this year. The bees love it. Look at them, they're going crazy up there. The bees are there, the wasps, hornets, fruit flies, birds, you name it, they eat that stuff, and we're getting enough production off of it right now to give us plenty of figs and to also give nature some food. So we're all just kind of sharing in the bounty. And this is my plum tree. It's not doing so hot. The Japanese beetles come every year and they put holes in the leaves.